Peace and blessings, blessings in abundance. How's everybody out there today? So we going live, of course, to talk about this 2 day juice cleanse I'm on. Been on juice for the last 2 days. Yesterday, I figured, the weekend I usually kind of eat heavier, put a little bit more food on my stomach. So early in the week, I usually try to give the digestive system a rest. And yesterday, I only had some orange juice, I had some herbal tea, and I had my herbs. Today, I had my herbs and I had my juice. And that was pretty much it. Not sure how long I'll do this. Maybe do it again tomorrow. Or I might just have some fruit tomorrow. Um, like I said, early on in the week, I usually like to eat lighter and let the digestive system rest. But I figured for the last couple of days, let's just let the digestive system take some days off and get everything that's been built up in there out and take it from there. How you guys today on this raw vegan thing or vegan and sometimes raw? It's interesting and just trying to find my groove. I'm also trying to find out what I want to do with this YouTube thing. I don't want to just get on here and um, do anything. I wanted to be specific. So I don't know if I want to do some interviewing, like get vegans on here or raw vegans or fruitarians and start to interview and give people a different perspective, also giving my perspective, but to also get more enlightenment from the community and get different people on here just to, you know, get different ideas and angles on how to continue on with this movement and start a YouTube channel. Well, not start it, but to grow it. I do want to grow my YouTube channel. I thought about this about a year and some change ago. I just have too much other things going on. I'm in the real estate heavy and finance and but food and health or wealth, which is my health, is really, really important to me, is really super important. So I want to kind of I think the interviewing thing would be kind of like more of my speed. Cause I do like to talk about myself sometimes, but for the most part, I like to hear other people talk and I'm a people watcher. I'll sit back and I'll watch and I'll analyze people and their movement. So I like to kind of possibly interview people and get their insight on this lifestyle, how they got into it, where they're from, so on and so forth, and some of um, their negatives and positives and how they feel about the lifestyle. I've tried raw. I tried veganism. I've tried doing only fruit. Actually, I did do only fruit. I've done juices. I've done water fast. I've done. I think I've pretty much done most of um, most of the levels of this whole health routine. Meditating, exercising. Um, but I started off as a junk food vegan. And just like most people, we make our transition junk food vegan and try to jump to an alkaline and juices and smoothies and raw and then fruits, water fasting and meditation and breathing exercises, physical exercise, and just figuring it out because this is a journey. And during this journey, it's not one particular way to do things. Everybody's different. Everybody's genetic makeup is different. Everybody has different um, a molecular structure. So we're not all going to benefit the same way from the same way of eating. You may have to tweak some things in your lifestyle that I may not have to do, or vice versa. Some of us are able to get a plethora, or not a plethora, but a significant amount of sun, and some get their vitamin D in several minutes. Me personally, I'm out there for an hour and some change, depending on where we are on the planet and depending on what season we're in. So there's no one size fits all. I want to hear different perspectives, white, black, China, or I don't even want to put those colors in there, but different ethnicities. Let's just say that. Um, so yeah, it'll be interesting to kind of get different individuals on here and get their perspective. Also, like I said, give my perspective. And right now, like I said, 2 days. Fall. We are in the fall season. I usually like to do a 3 day cleanse when the fall comes in, but I'm on day two. I could possibly do tomorrow, but I'm supposed to be leaving town, and I told a friend of mine that I would have do dinner, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. So I don't know. It's just a couple different things going on. Um, Trying to figure out this YouTube thing. I understand that I may have to dedicate a lot more time than coming on here once every several months or whatever I've been given for the last and putting out these little shorts. I thought that was interesting. But I don't know. Like to do this, I think it would kind of be like a full-time job. Now, I don't have a problem filming my day-to-day life in regards to what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, my exercises and things like that. So maybe I'll just take those videos and start to implement them on here instead of just doing reels and just upload them here instead of Instagram and instead of um, threads, Facebook, one of the two. So, possibly spend more time here because this is a place where I can actually monetize. I don't want to be just online just to be online. If I want to be online, I want to monetize it. I'm all about monetization, looking at buying land in another country. So maybe we can document that experience from the states to going to different countries to look at the land and investigating and figuring out what we want to do there, and just to give people an idea, just in case you guys want to leave the states and purchase land in another country, and show you some of that process from the lawyers to the real estate agents to riding around looking at the properties, talking to different contractors, whatever the case may be. So, and I could talk about issues, just or not even issues, but what do they like to call it? Stuff that's going on in the news. I could talk about that stuff too. I just don't know if I really want to get into that. Um, it's not really my speed, especially just sitting on here just giving commentary about what's happening. I don't know. And this whole thing is kind of, I don't want to say it's uncomfortable for me, but I would definitely have to warm up more to it to loosen up a little bit more, especially to speak about other people's lives. That's really not my thing, or even just to give my opinion. Like what I don't watch much sports anymore so I really can't talk about that. I don't really watch much TV. I mostly spend my time looking at videos on YouTube if I am going to watch any type of TV. Every once in a while, I'll catch a good series that I like to watch. I think the last thing I've been kind of watching is Kaleidoscope on Netflix. Um, what else? Things that are going on with celebrities. You know, you walk in a fine line with doing stuff like that. Some people have built a super career on here with doing that type stuff. And I don't want to be bouncing around from topic to topic to topic to topic. I want to stick to a few different things. That my lane, which, like I said, is health or wealth, which is health to me. So when I speak of wealth, I'm not necessarily talking about an abundance of money and abundance of land and real estate. I'm speaking about particularly health. That's it. I'm not talking about anything else. When I say wealth, I'm speaking about health. So I could talk about that and just the way I'm moving in regards to eating the right foods and drinking the right drinks and all that stuff and getting the proper amount of sunlight and, you know, not being stressed out. I could do that. Uh, Real estate, I could talk about real estate to a certain degree. If anybody want to check out my website and pick up my ebook, it's thenotepusher.com. THENOTEPUSHER.com. It's an ebook on there for $8.44. I'll probably increase that price because I'm getting ready to get back into showcasing some of that. I was thinking about, I got a couple properties right now that's been on the market and I've been trying to sell and I can't sell them for whatever reason. Because I know partially why I can't sell them, but I think that what I'm going to do is go over there to one of them, get the lights, get the electric on and all that stuff, and probably get a blow up mattress, sleep on the floor, and probably do light renovations, little couple little things that kind of get the property up to a better standard for potential buyers. Because I think that right now I'm at the point where it's listed at what I bought it at because I've had it on the market since May, April, May, June, July, August, for about 5 or 6 months now. I usually get properties and sell them right away without doing nothing to them based on the strategy that I use in that book. And I'm not using that strategy with these ones right now. I really want to just cash out because I want to do other things with the funds, do other investing, different execute different strategies with the investing, as well as just get them off my hand. And I don't want to do what I because I like to usually offer my properties for sale via owner financing. And with these two, I'm not going to do that. So I may just have to sell them for what pick them up for because nobody's really showing any major interest. And I paid 50,000 for both of them, so 100,000, 50,000 for one, 50,000 for the other. I think I got one of them listed at 52.5, and I got the other one listed at 49.9. So I'm actually going to be taking a loss. It's been a long time since that happened. I haven't taken a loss on a property since New Orleans. I had a duplex in New Orleans. I think I had a partner on that one. We paid 140,000 for that one back in 2017. That was the last property I took a loss on. And we ended up selling. I put some work into it because I'm the one that do mostly all the footwork. And then we ended up getting some tenants in it, so on and so forth. And it was just a bad neighborhood. Bad neighborhood. Even when the tenants got in there, bad tenants. And I ended up reselling that for what we paid for it. We took our money, went my way, my partner went his ways, and then I went on to do my own thing in a few different. I still got partners now, but and we still got him and I still have one, two. We still own two properties together, and I got several other partners as well. But that's the last time I took a loss. 2017 we bought it. 2018 we sold it. So now with these two properties here, I want to get some property out of the country. I don't know what's going on in the United States. Things are changing, and I want to be in a particular region of the planet where the weather is warm throughout the year. Maybe of course they'll have a rainy season. I'm not so worried about that. We love rain. But as far as like cold and anything below 50 degrees, 60 degrees, I don't want to be near that temperature or those climates. I want to be where 65 up to what 95 to 100, whatever the case may be. I want to have that sun where I could plant all year round coconut waters, coconuts, papayas, mangoes, avocados, um, what you call them, soursop, watermelon, cantaloupe, callaloo, okra. I want to be able to have a self-sustaining farm and solar power, well water, solar power, a small house. I don't really need a major structure to live in, something small, 800 square feet, 800 to 1,000 square feet. If that, I don't even really need that. I'm good with 500 square feet. I'm good with something like that. As long as it has a nice place I can do my juicing, my smoothies, bathroom, somewhere I can lay my head, I'm cool. So right now I'm in the process of that. That's a different stage. That's where I'm at in this stage of my life. I've come so far and I got so far to go. Studying law, suretyship, equity, jurisprudence, trust law. So it's a lot of things going on right now. And I'm not trying. I want to make the best decision for where we are right now and in this time. It's just a great time to be alive, and I can pretty much go wherever I want on the planet, but I want to make sure I'm making the right decision with that and be close to people that are vibrating on the same frequency, because ultimately I just want to live free and travel, grow my own food, grow my own herbs, you know, employ other people to work. You know what I'm saying? And continue to make money, of course. Continue to make money. How do so that's the stage that I'm in. But I want to put some time into this YouTube channel, even if I don't have any viewers right now. If I'm just coming on here getting used to being in front of the camera, which I don't have a problem with, or loosening up so my personality can show, or my dry humor, because I'm not really like a comedian or none of that type shit. I'm just I'm a straightforward, direct uh, type of person. I'm just a straightforward, direct type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French if that's not how you vibe, but you know, I don't really need to talk like that. I just at this point in my life, I can do what the fuck I want to do, if that makes sense. Um, but I'm not trying to scare nobody off. I'm not worried about losing nobody either. But I'm not really here to be tailoring myself to be a particular way. I'm in a space in my life right now to where I can almost do what I feel, what I feel, you know. So I got a few different people that I would like to interview in the health field and, talk to them and see how their journey was. And maybe that can help somebody else that's coming up on this path that want to get into eating a more healthier lifestyle. You don't have to be a raw vegan. You don't have to be a fruitarian. You don't even have to be vegan. You could be looking to make a transition and looking for some inspiration. And there's a lot of videos online with that. But there's nobody that's online that's me. So what you're going to get from me, you're not going to get from someone else. Someone else may give you something a little bit better because they may be a little bit further along. And I may not be able to give you that. I can just give you what I'm at, where I'm at right now. And you may resonate with me more than what you resonate with her, or what you resonate with him, or what you resonate with them. So I'm just here to be me, give you my perspective, give you my personality, and show you some of where I come from, how I was able to make the transition, and take it from there, and give you some jewels on the real estate, where I'm at with trying to go to different countries, Thailand, Indonesia, Bali, Mexico, South America, Ecuador, um, where we at? Maybe Florida, because Florida's, nice warm climate, but Belize, wherever, somewhere that has a warm climate. Los Angeles, but Los Angeles, it gets a little cool over there in the wintertime. I'd rather be in Miami during the winter than being in Los Angeles during the winter. Miami, they keep coconuts all year round. They also keep seeded watermelons. I love my seeded fruits. I know people say that the seedless fruits, is nothing wrong with them, and you may be right. But where I'm at in my life right now, and how long I've been on this path, which is since it's been 6 years in November. This November, 6 years since I've had some some animal flesh. So I'm not doing those seedless fruits at all. Um, I'm not raw. I don't want to put myself in no particular category. That's just not, I don't move like that. So you're not going to hear me say, I might use the hashtag for the algorithm, but I'm not going to say I'm not going to, you're not going to hear me say I'm vegan. You're not going to hear me say um, I'm raw vegan. I'm a fruitarian or frugivore. Yeah, I'm not going to stick to that shit. I'm not going to be in that particular box. I'm going to move how I want to move. I one thing I don't. I'll just say you're not going to call me a meat eater or a carnivore. You're not going to do that. Well, you could call me whatever you like, but that doesn't mean that's who I am. So I don't want to be put in no particular box. My main thing is elimination. I like to eliminate and keep this stuff that's in here out. I want to get it out. Every once in a while, I'll have a lot of heavy raw vegan foods, and then periodically I'll have some cooked foods. Cook. Um, so when I do use those terms like vegan or raw, then it's not like I'm not using it from a health perspective, because a lot of people tend to think that just because people say they're vegan, they're healthy. You got vegans really are people that are out for the animals and looking to help the animals. Um, I'm not necessarily taking that angle. So I could say the term vegetarian in the historical sense, vegetarian, but I don't have any animal products. I don't eat none of that stuff. I just feel like I feel my best. Honestly, I feel my best when I feel my best when I'm mostly fruits, periodically with a salad. So when I'm mostly fruits and then periodically with a salad, let's just say fruits for 3 to 4 days of the week and then salads 2 to 3 days a week, I feel my best. And then I feel my absolute best when there's less fats. Because I done gotten so cleansed to where I could have an avocado and my stomach is, it feels it right away and it feels a little bit too heavy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel my best when I'm on that path. Whole fruits and some juices, and then a salad every couple days, a couple days a week. You know, um, I'm not gonna sit here and say I feel my best with cooked foods. I usually do that just to indulge. You know, we can call it addiction. We can call it whatever we want to call it. Uh, I don't need to have cooked foods. I definitely don't. I don't need to have. I like to have cooked foods periodically. It's not that often, but when I do, I might go hard for a couple days and then I'll fall back. And I'll take a couple days and 2, 3 days on some juice. I have never, I did a 21, actually, I'm not, I did a 21-day juice cleanse when I first got my juice. I'm going to say about 3 years ago, about 3 years ago. And the reason why I don't consider that a real solid juice cleanse is because I was putting things in the juicer like papaya, um, mangoes. And if anybody's out here that's been a juicer, they know that those things don't really come out really, really liquid. They come out almost like a smoothie type thing. Um, so, 21 days was the most I did. And and I wasn't using a strainer. So when I first started juicing, I would just juice and um not use a strainer. Now I use my strainer and all kinds of other stuff. And I got two juicers. I'm getting ready to ship one to my mother since I just got this new one. I supposed to ship it to her a couple months ago, but I'm gonna ship it to her probably tomorrow. And so that way when I go visit her, I can have a juicer. And ultimately she can get her health together because she's been talking about that. She has a nice solid piece of land. And we're gonna put some fruit trees on that. But I want to have me a piece of land in a warm climate. So that's been my goal here. I reached out to a few people in the last few hours that's down in South in Central, actually South Central America. And I went down to Mexico a couple weeks ago. I've been there a few times, and just trying to see what I want to do. Maybe get another citizenship, pick up another language. Um, so many different things that a brother could do right now, man. It's just about getting out there and taking that risk, getting out there, and of course, I would like to do it with another person that has the same vibration and frequency. If I can get a tribe or two or three other individuals to say, you know what, I like what you're talking about. Let's go get 5, 10 acres in Belize and put a couple different small houses on it. I would love to have that. If it doesn't happen like that, I'm fine with another partner to say, you know what, I wouldn't mind going to get a couple acres, 3, 4, 5 acres. We can build and cultivate that land and live off of it, and we take it from there. But at this point, right now, I'll probably have to invest my own currency into a property, and there's several different strategies you can use up here to get properties, but like the tax deed sale and you know auctions and things like that. It's just Florida would be the best place for me to be at in this country, unless I'm going to go to Hawaii, and that's not going to happen. I'm not going to Hawaii. Not to say I'm opposed to it, but with my budget and what I want to spend, Hawaii is not in the question for me. Um, and uh, Not that I'm worried about an island. I'm like, that's not the problem for me. If the right situation came up in Hawaii, for sure, like I get up out of here and do what I need to do. But Hawaii's it's not on my list. So Florida, Texas, but Texas can get a little chilly periodically. Florida, South Florida, Central Florida, you good. I'm good. I think once you get above, actually, I'll say this because once you get above, I believe Boca Raton, you're not really growing no coconuts. I want to be able to grow coconuts. So if it's not below Boca Raton, I'm not going to be anywhere in this country. And looking at the prices down there, even at the auction, like you really got to find the right ones. You really got to find the right properties down there. Why would I spend here if I can go take the same amount of money and go get more acreage with possibly a home on it? And the climate is better. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a couple different things going on in my mind. If anybody has any ideas or any places in the around the planet that you think I may be interested in investing in some land, some acreage, drop some comments. I would love to hear about that. And I will definitely try to document that experience. Wherever I go, I want to be able to document it. I want to put some time into this YouTube thing. I want to start. I don't really necessarily have to go live. I'll probably do more of, and honestly, I'm really not trying to be doing a whole bunch of editing and all that stuff either. That's one thing that I see. That's great. The production. Some people have really great production. They put time and they hire people to edit. That's incredible. If you're in a position to do that, or you have the time and the resources to do that, amazing. But for somebody like me, I don't feel like I don't really. I want to be a raw and uncut. I want to come on here raw, uncut, say what I want to say, how I want to say it, get the message out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Give me some. I'm open to constructive criticism. I'm always looking to grow internally, externally, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I'm always looking to grow. So to hear a perspective from others, negative or positive, let me hear it. I want to hear it all. I'll take what I can feast on and I'll just dispose of what I can't. You heard? So, with that being said, I've been on here for 27 minutes. Not going to keep y'all any longer. Um, Today, like I said, I had all juice. I'm going to get off of here, probably have a little bit more. Where I'm at is 5:48 p.m. Don't like to drink too much too late because I don't like to get up out of my sleep. So I'm probably not going to have anything else. I might have another sip. I don't want to have nothing past 6 o'clock. And that's going to be my day when it comes to intake and ingesting anything. Tomorrow, excuse me, go out and run some errands, FedEx, UPS, post office. Then I might go get a watermelon, or I might go have that dinner with a friend of mine. I haven't made that decision yet, and then I got a plan for my trip. I got like I'm really supposed to be going to my cousin's wedding this weekend, and I still ain't bought that ticket yet. I don't know what I'm waiting for. That's the procrastination, but that's also a great thing because I'm in a position to say, you know what, I'll buy the ticket today, or I'll buy it tomorrow, or I'll go, or maybe I won't go. It just feels so good to be in a position to do that. You know, me and my cousin not that close, but it's fancy family, so and then I get to see my other family members, so it's a good thing. And then I got some business to handle over there anyway. I don't really have to go over there and handle. I do got to go over there and handle that. So, either I make it there this weekend or I go shoot there early next week. With that, thank you for tuning in. You got any ideas as far as countries to invest in? Solid ideas, not somebody that's shooting off the hip from shit you done heard. Some solid evidence of some places to go invest in or for me to research. Shoot it over here. With that, everybody have a good night, day, afternoon, wherever you are on the planet. And I like to say stay hydrated. Keep your body hydrated. Drink you some water or a glass of juice. And see thy wealth. I forgot this. It's people. Why is your name See Thy Wealth? It's a play on words. We know that the sea is a body of water. Okay. That's the first letter of the initial of my name, number one. That's the first letter of my name, the letter C. So C is a body of water. Thy means your, and wealth etymologically goes back to heal or health. So what I'm telling you essentially is see thy wealth, water your health. like you water your plants because you want them to grow, water your health. See thy wealth. It's a play on words. It's not that deep. With that, everybody have a wonderful evening and see thy wealth. Peace.